And look at it, it's TFS Bestie. Back to yet another Atomic Heart video. I'm talking to Dr. Lady. Her evidence about, oh, great leader. So yeah, just gotta find her. And rob her, obviously.
When they told me that my lighthouse was gonna be ripped out of the ground and brought from Sakhalin to Kazakhstan by the robots, I figured they were drunk.
You thought the robots were drunk?
It's thousands of kilometers away from the ocean now. Like a museum exhibit. And I'm here too. Like another exhibit. Now sure, I got a raise. Sure, I barely have to do any work. The machines do everything. Lighthouse and I are just a confirmation that humanity can do whatever it wants. But what the fuck are they guarding with all those flying guns everywhere? Huh?
Cool. The last one, P made a decision I think is stupid. He threw out rings, 2 beta connectors, just out in the ocean. Now who knows where they're gonna wash up and who's gonna end up with them. And for some reason Charles agreed with that. Charles wanted them destroyed. Throwing them out in the middle of the water is the worst possible thing you can do, because everything that goes in the water everything that goes in the water eventually ends up somewhere on land. 99% of the time. Even if it takes like years or something. So, who knows when that's gonna show up again. Probably soon. Up or down? Up has items. Right. So Fods. Where is it? Can't see it from. Oh, there it is. Also fought that thing. You actually can't see it. But I think that's over there. I thought the boss fight was a little stupid because of the amount of stun locks that happened. But I eventually beat it. Put up this PM ammo. And obviously, Fat Boy. I don't know what that lighting glitch was. We zoom in.
What do we have here? A chair and a TV? This isn't what I was expecting.
What were you expecting? I suspect that this room has a specific function.
Watch a video. Obviously you're not trusted. And so, instead, you will be told everything through a video. Oh. Or you'll just get restrained. Oh, nope, not restrained. Hey!
I believe that the unscheduled acceleration was caused by the elevator access system being hacked. Otherwise, Dr. Filatova would not have been able to initiate it.
So she hacked the system. Kinda like how all these poor bastards got hacked to bits.
Ironic, isn't it?
So that's Neptune, huh? Looks nice.
Neptune.
Actually, it looks amazing. A rapture. I wouldn't mind spending some time there myself. But I can't even imagine what's going on there right now.
Comrade Sechenov asked you to return to Chelomey. How will you explain this delay?
I
We can
lost.
deal with that. Let's talk to the doc first. But if she tries to take off again, she's gonna regret it. I'm sick of playing cat and mouse with her.
Oh, I thought you liked her. Okay, there we go. Gosh, taking too long. Hello. Finally ready to tell the truth? Whole truth and nothing but the truth?
What are we doing here? What do you want?
Just hear me out, P3. Let me try to give you a different perspective, and then you can decide how to handle things. Do you know how Sechenov is planning to use Collective? What he's going to do with it?
After Collective launches, people will be able to control robots with their minds, and they won't be able to stab each other in the back anymore. Sounds nice.
I used to think that way too, but that's not how things really are. Collective isn't just about controlling robots. Sechenov will be able to control everyone who's a part of Collective. Collective is diabolical, Nechayev. It's even worse than slavery.
Bullshit. It's just the same old chain of command, but on a virtual network. What's so awful about that?
Come
The
on, see
evidence?
for yourself.
I've got questions.
Where?
Where are we?
This is the Academy of Consequences, the facility's memory, analytics center, and primary archive. The activities of all the other complexes are studied here in order to draw conclusions and generate probability matrices.
Get to the point.
The Academy has a number of interesting departments. For example, there's the Radio of the Future. By mathematically combining shortwave and quantum echoes, we can predict the music people will be listening to 50 or even 80 years into the future. But there's another very special department here called Polymerized Subject Behavioral Psychology.
Oh?
They're supposed to be volunteers.
They're
but
not. How'd you get in here?
How'd you get in here? Why didn't the Drofus stop you?
I work here. Well, I used to. Only Sechenov can revoke my access. And he's got his hands full right now. And I'm no threat to him.
Get to the point. And no more grenades or other bullshit. Any funny business at all and I'll kill you. This is your last warning.
Sure, fine. Come on, I won't waste your time.
What do you mean,
Okay,
fine?
lead on.
You're the one that asked me. Yeah. Fine makes it seem like you don't want to, but you will. Oh, I have to go first, okay. Are you gonna shut the door on me? Probably not. Squeaky chair.
Well, are you ready? Disable polarization.
It's a prison.
The fuck is this place? A haunted house or something?
It's a tomb of the mind. The volunteers who lay the foundation for Collective. The first few groups of subjects all died. Group 30 went insane. Group 73 killed themselves. Group 101 killed each other. Group 204 was the most successful. They all survived. Their consciousness is now in an imaginary world. We call it Limbo. And their bodies are here, under my complete control. Want me to make them do something?
Why?
To show that I'm not lying?
Whatever. Line them up.
Due to achievement, I already know I go to Limbo. Which means, yeah, he is controlling me.
Keep going.
The fat guy. Tell him to jump. He could use it.
Just him? Why don't I make them all jump? After all, we all live in a communist society. Goddamn you, jump!
This is insane. Why do you people even do this shit? Fuck. Poor bastards.
And who ordered this
That's
to
where
happen?
you're wrong. Chemically speaking, they're all perfectly happy. That's what Collective is all about. The entire world will be just like
Why would
this.
Sechenov want to turn everyone into a bunch of idiots? Was he trying to make fun of the world by making people run around naked and
He'll
act like animals?
roll it.
No. We were able to prevent the degradation of individual consciousness. Memories, behavior, speech patterns are all preserved. But there's one thing they won't be able to avoid. The complete loss of their free will.
We gotta stop this.
Stop this. That's what Victor was trying to do. You got in his way, and now it's too late.
Your boyfriend lost his mind and killed people. He tried to tell me Sechenov taught the robots to kill during the design phase. Why would Boss do that?
Why? Why did he design Collective to be a mind control system? Why does he need those special neurocontrollers? Sechenov wants to enslave the entire world. I'm sorry, but if you don't understand that, you're an idiot!
Uh-oh, mind controls snapping.
The Boss would never do that.
He would, and he will. On Monday.
All this is really hard to swallow. But I'll help you. Whatever you're planning, I'm in.
You're willing to turn on Sechenov?
After what you just showed me? Yeah. I want to hear what he's got to say.
That means he has the chance to trick you into siding with him again.
P1, P2, P3. Your mind is never free.
I'm the third? Wait.
A man can be repaired.
What? What was that?
What's what?
Nothing. I'm just digesting what I saw.
Why didn't you stop this?
If you worked here, then why didn't you try to stop this?
I thought it was for the best. I thought it was for the good of the entire Soviet Union. But when I realized what was really going on, I had to bide my time, wait for the right moment. Victor and I risked everything and you know the rest.
Oh, you kept going. Okay. Why'd you help?
Why did you help me?
Perhaps because I care. And besides, it's not about you. Well, not only you.
Fine, moving on.
The test subject is not leaving limbo. Inject neurotransmitters.
Hey, Major.
I'm fine.
No, you're
It's
not.
been killing me lately. I've been seeing things. This is one hell of a job, let me tell you.
It won't hurt, soldier. You won't even remember a thing.
Hallucinations are serious business. Well, I am a neurosurgeon. I can probably help, if everything ends well.
No thanks. A little vacation will fix me right up. I mean, if this all ends well.
I never said anything about hallucinations.
Fine.
Listen, about Victor,
What? Did you have no choice? You couldn't have acted differently? Will you now tell me that you're sorry? What?
Not really.
I'm not sorry.
Of course you're not. You were just doing your job, right? Listen, I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about it. I loved him when he was different. He was kind, understanding, and didn't kill people.
I just don't feel comfortable around these people.
Huh, well, just you wait. Soon this is gonna happen all over the Soviet Union, and later the whole world. Then you'll see all people stripped of their free will.
I would think they would at least have
You
clothes.
know, free will doesn't guarantee that a person won't be a scumbag.
What? Are you justifying atrocities?
Atrocities? What atrocities? If they're volunteers, coming here was their choice. It's got nothing to do with me.
You're a monster!
Affirmative. That's enough. I'm too busy to chat right now.
Very well. Enjoy the view.
It's actually gone now. Also, why do you become so mean all of a sudden? Volunteering doesn't necessarily mean you're doing the experiments that you were told they were going to do. Probably lied about what they wanted people to volunteer for. Hey, you're gonna have to operate on my brain. How do you feel about that? That or I will, accidentally kill you. Whatever happens first. Because it's either or. Someone was cleaning. Took 3 attempts.
Resist, my darling. Resist.
Who's she?
Ah, fuck. I'm so sick of these goddamn hallucinations.
Do you see colorful spots before your eyes? Does your perception of the world change?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what this shit is?
You were crossing into limbo, but it can't be stopped. How did you interrupt it?
I don't know. It's like that lump of polymer is calling out to me. A big, teardrop-shaped one. Right there, straight above us. Do you see it?
There's nothing there.
You're
What do you
insane.
mean? I'm looking right at it.
No, you're not.
Oh crap, now it's gone.
It was
It's
never
a
there.
hallucinatory reaction, a side effect of the surgery you underwent. The reaction of a damaged brain to the presence of a neuropolymer implant.
What are you even talking about? What
Did you do
implant?
the surgery?
Did Sechenov not tell you? So you don't know what's happening to you?
Charles, do you know what's happening with my head?
Nope.
I am not detecting any internal changes, Major. But your Voskhod polymer extension is clearly receiving an unidentified stream of external data.
What's that interface? Who are you talking to?
It's a chatting artificial librarian, an AI in my polymer glove. It doesn't matter. Charles, what are you talking about?
Charles?
Wait, Charles, what data? What Voskhod polymer extension?
The Voskhod polymer extension was developed using data from experiments conducted by Dmitri and myself.
Wait, you're a person?
What? Yourself? And why are you calling Dr. Sechenov Dmitri? Who are you?
Comrade
You're
Major,
the
this will
person
be
who was
difficult to
killed.
explain. I am
Charles, why the
That
fuck
other
are you all
doctor.
staticky? What the hell is going on?
Keep it together, Major. If what I'm thinking is true, I should be able to access the archive right now. There will be records about you.
That doctor that was dropped in polymer. His consciousness was uploaded into Charles or something.
State your name and personal access code.
Crispy critters.
Invalid name.
Fine, I'll hack in.
Not so fast. Name Chariton Zaharov. Code Fluffy.
Code accepted.
Up with you and
Access
crisp
granted.
critters. Also, you didn't even say your name.
Charles, are you there?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing. So, what is Charles then?
Long story short, your Charles is Professor Chariton Zaharov.
Thought so.
Was short. So how could he be Zaharov?
Professor Zaharov was developing the collective subsystems and worked on the module. The one you have inside you. They told us he ran a number of experiments on himself. The result was disastrous and unpredictable.
On himself? Was he an idiot or something?
Oh, he certainly wasn't an idiot. Zaharov was a misanthrope obsessed with science. I don't think he cared about what happened to his body all that much.
So Charles isn't a person anymore? When did you realize that?
So when did you realize that Charles is Zaharov?
Just about right now, when he went offline. I had no idea Sechenov had stashed his consciousness into your glove. It was the abbreviation Charles that tipped me off.
So Charles isn't a person anymore. Just a device.
I don't know, I guess he is. Except this device is based on the logical paradigm and experience of one of the brightest Soviet geniuses.
So why does Sechenov want him?
Because Sechenov never dismisses what he can use. It's easier for him to change everything to fit his needs. I guess you noticed this already. What's funny is that you seem to have made friends with your glove.
Well, we've been through a lot. I've got feelings, you know, being alive and all. So does he.
Did.
I mean, he still has feelings.
How can you talk about this so calmly?
To me, Chariton Radionovich died a long time ago. I'm done mourning him. And besides, I'm a scientist. We're more impassionate towards death than to muddling one's brains.
Not always, but whatever.
So, how do we get in?
Only a small bunch of people have permanent access to the archive. Sechenov, Lebedev, the director of the Academy, and Zaharov. Like you reminded me.
Fluffy, huh? So what would we have done if the password hadn't worked?
I'm sure you would have smashed the door with your bare fists. But now Archivist thinks I am Dr. Zaharov, so we got lucky. And now we can learn everything about you. Let's go.
I feel like my information.
Zaharov, what is the subject of your query today?
Agent P3, personal file.
Your
Not
search
my name.
returned 42 audio records.
Oh,
So, which one do you want first?
I couldn't care less.
Then pick one at random.
'42 audio records. Like I could still use that, but I can't use scanner. You mean cloning? Okay, now I can use the scanner again. Evolution. Can we just go in order and listen to all of them? Probably not. So then, most recent ones. Well, first one and most recent ones. B2, B10, B10. Did they go through every letter of the alphabet? $5P. We
Try
go.
this one.
Commencing playback.
The events in Bulgaria left the agents badly injured. Technically speaking, they were clinically dead. Agent Blesnar could not be saved. Since Agent Plutonium's condition was less severe, it was possible to return him to combat readiness. However, his nearly destroyed limbs had to be amputated and replaced with the latest prostheses.
Yeah, I already know half my body's prosthetic. What else is new?
These are just general observations. Find another recording.
Okay, that was the first tape. Or one of the first tapes. B2 is a lot. A lot of attention to give one person. Can't jump. Okay, yeah, it is glowing purple. Why am I not seeing the purple? Okay, there's another one over there too. Can I help two at once or just one?
I only need one for now.
Just one.
Okay, play this one.
Commencing playback.
Following his recovery, the agent's personality was altered significantly, including his behavioral and speech patterns. Because of this, I made the decision to remove the agent from the Argentum unit. In order to prevent any possibility of memory recidivism, Plutonium received a new call sign, P3, and is now under my direct command and observation. P3's contact with Argentum has been kept to a minimum, and Argentum personnel have been warned against mentioning the call sign Blesna in P3's presence.
Crispy. I'll get another one.
What? Sechenov has you on a leash. He does whatever he wants with you.
That is the truth,
Listen,
yes.
Doc, he saved my life. Do you think I don't know I'm a test subject? That's my job.
So you're a volunteer, huh? Then why are you such a disobedient test subject?
'Cause before they always told me what they were doing. I'll go get another recording. Here's another one.
Last one.
Let's give this one a spin.
Procedure. Implant the Voskhod neuropolymer brain function extension. Objective. Total elimination of destructive impulses triggered by traumatic memories. Patient, Major Sergei Nechayev. Codename, Plutonium. Attempt number 3. The first 2 operations were unsuccessful. The patient suffered a severe brain injury in Bulgaria, which could not be repaired. The damage is of such severity that the patient will likely have to be euthanized.
Did you hear that? He wanted to kill you.
The frontal lobes are partially destroyed, causing the patient to experience bouts of uncontrollable rage. The patient's steel prostheses render him dangerous to those around him.
And that's about your seizures.
Due to the incidence of temporary insanity, the patient is immersed in a surreal psychedelic reality that prevents him from accepting the consequences of his aggressive behavior.
I don't get it. Can you translate for me?
You're not gonna like it.
The patient experiences intense hallucinations. Did you see your wife again, my boy? How did you know that? Yet a Voskhod implant will give the patient artificial memories and allow him to overcome his obsession with his deceased wife.
Your wife.
It's all bullshit. I've never been married.
But you
With
have.
Voskhod, we can send the agent's consciousness into the imaginary world of limbo via a pulse aimed directly at his pituitary gland,
I did
switching
see
the
him.
Major into combat mode on command. I'd like to add that I am strongly opposed.
What a load of crap. I mean, there's no fucking way.
I'm afraid there is. Sechenov can send your mind to your own private paradise with the push of a button.
And my body?
Does
Your
whatever he
body
wants.
will kill whoever he tells it to.
Fucking horseshit. What about the hallucinations? Are they also setting off?
No. The hallucinations are just your brain's defense mechanism.
Kind of.
Why the hell should I believe any of this? The boss would never do this to me.
Yeah, right. Just like he'd never wipe your wife's existence from your memory. Just like he'd never design Collective to be a mind control system.
Who said Sechenov did any of that stuff? You can't even tell who's in that chair.
If you don't believe me, go ask him.
Calm down.
What's the plan, Major?
Uh-oh.
He's waiting for us at Chelomey. If we want to stop Sechenov, we'll have to string him along.
So you bring me there as your captive? And then what?
And then we play it by ear.
So that's how it is, Major. Think it over while I try to hack this elevator and get us back to the surface.
Uh-huh. Paying attention now, dickbag?
Major, I have no data about this incident.
Trying to make a monkey out of me, are you? Well, join the club. Don't have any data, huh? You've always known about all this. There's a reason you're called Charless, right? You're Char-a-ton. Zaharov, you son of a bitch. Got an explanation? Huh?
There's nothing to explain, Major. You're just as much a Charless to me as I am a perfect stranger to you. First, Sechenov murdered me. Then he turned me into a blob of polymer goo. Then he brainwashed you and manipulated you. How could I trust either of you? That's why I pretended to be the chatting artificial librarian. I wanted to see who was who.
Yeah, well, I guess I would have done the same. So what are we gonna do now, huh?
What else can we do, Sergei? You and I are friends now, and we know the truth. We need to get to Sechenov, rectify this injustice, and get revenge for what he's done to us.
I guess you're right, Chariton. Justice does need to be done.
You're a good man, Comrade Major. I hate to say this, but you're the first functional example of an ordinary link in the collective network.
What does that mean?
On Monday, everyone who has undergone polymerization will become just as malleable as you.
Shit, I can't let that happen. Listen, the fucking gadget, the thought device, you can just take it off.
Unfortunately, that won't help anyone. It just makes things worse.
How come?
Because all your thoughts are useless. A polymerized person's signal will be transmitted to robots and other equipment via their thought controller. But it is not what makes them a part of collective. The thought device can be removed, but this merely prevents the wearer from being able to make calls and give orders to machines.
So how is Sechenov gonna keep everybody under control?
It's the neuropolymer injection that makes people part of collective. It embeds itself in the brain and connects it to the neural network once and for all. The effect of this injection cannot be undone.
And they're making everyone
who gets
get
an
it.
injection will be part of collective forever.
But was I really married? What was my wife's name?
Ekaterina. And you aren't going to like what I'm about to tell you, Comrade Major.
I've heard that before, but I doubt anything could surprise me now.
You and your wife served with the Argentum unit. Ekaterina, or Katya as you called her, was a highly qualified agent. As a child, she studied ballet and made significant achievements in both dance and martial arts.
Is she in one of the twins
Ballet
or something?
and martial arts. Are you trying to tell me the boss is metal twins? No way. This is total BS. The boss would never do something like that.
Just look at me, Comrade Major. After I died, my consciousness was transplanted into this glove. After your wife died, her consciousness could not be saved. But Sechenov uploaded an imprint of her professional skills into his bodyguard's matrices.
Oh boy.
Holy shit. Fuck me, this can't be a...
The twins are based off his wife.
We've got a ride, Major. We can get out of here.
Which is rude.
Can we go, Major?
I need a
no.
bit more time here.
Can we go, Major?
Okay, let's go.
How come there's a red
I'm really
achievement?
sorry you had to go through all this.
Oh,
Shit!
worst place ever.
Not now! Not here!
Wait, was Chariton lying when he said he lost? When he blank or whatever? He's been lying for most of the game.
We are all monsters in the dark, my boy. How many times have we talked about this? Each book from my father's library was nothing but a fragment of the knowledge I sought. I've spent my entire life putting those fragments back together, juxtaposing each scientific fact. And once I'd completed the puzzle, I found a book that now prevents me from sharing my knowledge.
I'm assuming he thought I was taking too long, and so he's having me eliminate whoever I'm talking to, who he
Is human greed.
assumes is the doctor.
People have no time to dedicate themselves to science. On the other side of the world, they're busy playing with money. And on this side, they're playing with the power of the masses. Science, shattered to pieces by the husks no one has ever read. None of the social systems that exist now allow humanity to fully evolve. They are all flawed. Get rid of money and let robots toil for us. Get rid of inequality and the lie of communism. Give people freedom of choice. Accelerate.
And is she good or is she not?
Dr. Sechenov just held a press conference in which he completely denied rumors about civilian robots malfunctioning at Facility 3826.
Oh, Granny.
The facility is back to full operational capacity, and the red alert will
Finally
be
back
lifted
with
very
us, Sonny.
soon.
Wait,
Took
what?
a real pounding, didn't you?
will be
You were pretty
launched
close to
as
staying there
planned.
for good.
Where?
You tell me. How am I supposed to know where you are when you're on the bloody rampage? You were a nice boy when my daughter was around, but ever since she passed away,
You're my
you do nothing but
mother-in-law?
sulk and fly off the handle at the drop of a hat. Nothing but blood and ripped off heads everywhere. Disgraceful.
What's your daughter got to do with me?
My Katinka. Our Katinka. They played hell with your memories, Sonny.
Lady, what are you talking about?
She was my daughter, but she was your...
Ekaterina Nechaeva, codename Blesna, member of the Argentum Spec Ops squad. So you must be...
Your mother-in-law, you stupid ignoramus.
Kinda
You
like-
worked for Sechenov until those Bulgarian terrorists blew you up. Katya didn't make it. Then Sechenov turned you into a monster.
Yeah, I may have heard something about that.
Why are you just sitting there if you already knew? I've been keeping an eye on you ever since. I figured there must be some humanity somewhere in you.
Sorry, lady, but you figured wrong. My past, my present, it's all gone. Wait, where's Larissa?
She's everywhere. You scattered her to the four winds.
Oh.
Fuck. You got a gun, lady.
Why?
Does it look like I don't have one? What would you like?
Anything'll do. I just need to blow my head off.
Yeah, she's not gonna allow that.
Dear, just blow your own damn brains out and be done
Stand
with
down,
it.
lady.
Then Sechenov can turn everyone into mindless meatbags. First the Soviet Union, then the rest of the
Fine,
world.
fine, I get it.
If you get it, then get up. I'll give you weapons, lots of them. But only if you promise me you'll put that freak down once and for all. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Listen to your elders, Major. Comrade Sechenov's deeds demand vengeance.
What is this shit, Sergei?
It is me, Zinaida. Chariton Zaharov.
Chariton, you devil! You're alive!
In a sense, an evil wizard turned me into polymer goo.
Wait a fucking minute. Are you telling me you've known Granny Xena this whole time?
Yeah.
Keeping secrets can be very useful, Major. They haven't let us down yet.
Useful to who? You keeping secrets is letting me
Sechenov
down.
must be off his rocker if he's doing this kind of stuff to people. Wait a second. What about Katya, Katinka? Could she still be alive?
It's possible, but in what state? Just look at me. I'm not sure I'm better off, but I don't have hard data at this time.
I'm begging you, Sergei. Sechenov has to die!
Okay, Mom.
Jeez, get off my back already. Crispy critters. What the hell is going on around here? On the one hand, I've got lying, manipulative dicks who claim to be noble avengers. On the other, I've got a Soviet scientist and member of the Academy who wants to enlighten all mankind and use me to get rid of assholes. According to the manipulative dicks, that is.
Well, and your mother-in-law, kind of. Not letting,
Whatever, lady. Why don't you show me what's in that
Now you're
arsenal of yours?
talking, Sonny.
Saving data.
oh, wow. Okay, okay.
Saving data.
Ka. Hey, Gran.
Then come on, Sergei. Vengeance awaits.
Don't rush me. One thing at a time.
I would prefer that we reach Sechenov before Collective is updated and it is too late to change anything, in case you don't like his answers.
I mean, that is true. I am nearing the end. I should probably have had, visits at the boy on. Because I'm gonna have to fight the twins. Guys, here's one of them. Speak of you guys, and one of you shall appear. Now, where's the other? Actually, I don't want the others right now.
Be careful, Major.
Is that left or right? Same difference.
You have no idea how right you are.
Alright, twin's energy. Just like you, a twin has the ability to store up energy in order to enhance its attacks. The ability to do that? Attack it
What
to
are you looking
take
at,
out
Major?
its stored
Fight!
up energy and weaken your foe's special attack.
Don't give up, Major. We need to get upstairs.
Oh, this is left. I don't actually know who is who.
Latest robotics technology and to kill. How disgraceful.
Gosh dang, it's so hard to hit you.
Imagine if there were two of them.
Why am I imagining if there were two of them? What, are you trying to say how easy this is supposed to be? There's only one?
Twin is using everything she has to kill you. Use everything you have.
I don't have that boy to use.
Stay alert. This lady has no desire to dance with you.
Oh, but I want to dance. Oh, there's our energy bar. Crap. Ah, why is it always the wrong one? Oh. Your energy fills up so quick. Gosh dang. Hey, I actually paused during this fight. What the freak? Wait, how'd you even use your special? You weren't full on energy. Didn't know I was out of Mac. Wow. You're a pain, you know that. Guess he doesn't want to talk. Uh-oh. Is there a second stage to this fight? Please don't be. I was hoping a thing would show up. I mean, it still could. I mean, it change my loot.
Atomic Heart Project, approved by the Secret Congress of the CPSU Central Committee on February 14, 1951.
Slowly returning some health.
The goal is the suppression of the United States of America, change of political regime, abolition of capitalism, establishment of communism, establishing social and moral ideals consistent with the beliefs of a Soviet person. The method of execution is the seizure of the strategic and military facilities, followed by disconnection and shutdown of nuclear power plants.
Why nuclear power plants? Those just provide power.
America, complete surrender of the government, and the transfer of power to the top leadership of the USSR.
Atomic Heart of America.
So how are they gonna pull that off?
Well, Sergei, first they sell robots, then they simply give them away as aid. Once they reach critical mass, they take over all the power plants and cut off the power.
Combat mode. Not gonna talk to me in person? This is a lot of lore, it looks like.
Greetings, honored members of the Politburo. I am pleased to inform you that the Atomic Heart Project is now complete and ready for launch. This is a top-secret project designed to crush the resistance of our class enemies in Western Europe, East Asia, and of course, North America. As you know, Facility 3826 has been a player on the capitalist market for many years now, providing a labor force, i.e. robots, to the entire world free of charge as a way to skirt sanctions. The distribution of these robots has already led to civil unrest due to growing unemployment in rival countries. But more importantly, it has also led to our devices being located in strategic targets without exception, including nuclear power plants. After switching them to combat mode, we will capture rival countries' nuclear reactors and demand that power be handed over to the people. The borders of the Soviet Union will expand beneath the banner of a people's uprising. We will demonstrate the advantages of our ideology and disseminate it throughout the world. The Soviet Union will square its shoulders and direct mankind's gaze up to the stars. The Atomic Heart Project will be launched as soon as every citizen of our nation has been fully polymerized. Thank you for your time, comrades.
I never would have thought Sechenov would be capable of something like this.
Dmitri is not the man he was when we started this. I don't know what broke him. Atomic Heart? Politics?
Both.
Or the fact that everyone has been calling him a brilliant genius every day for
All the
years.
above. Why not? Eerie.
At full speed, the GMC-69 geodesic monocycle's wheel can slice a man's body in half.
What?
Its standard loadout includes a 7.62mm machine gun that can be replaced with a flamethrower or laser gun.
I still don't get how we can control machines in America from the Soviet Union. It's not like hacking a hub in the facility.
Comrade Major, the polymers have the ability to transmit information among themselves without need for radio frequencies. No other transmitters are required, since the neuropolymer is itself a transmitter. Collective 2.0 will work the same way, but with the brains of ordinary users. An enormous social distance would be required to avoid control, but any undesirable outcasts will be caught by the robots.
The NAT-256 Natasha heavy-duty ground-based loader bot can squeeze up to 5 liters of blood from a human body in under 20 seconds.
Why is this
I
so
bet
fast?
it'll be like how people control these monsters with that fucking gizmo there. The thought controller.
As I said earlier, thought is nothing but a trinket, a fake. The primary connector is the Jellyman, the neuropolymer, and only Sechenov has access to it. Only the Jellyman, the massive data array, can resonate with all polymerized objects and control them. And believe me, Comrade Major, a tremendous amount of polymer has been spread throughout the world over the last few years. Every machine and every human being on Earth will become part of Collective.
This robot's extremities are made out of PTA-4 for improved human spine-breaking performance.
All the facts being about destruction of human bodies is disturbing.
Designed as a mobile healthcare unit, the dog cannot replace a medic or paramedic, but it is quite adept at performing autopsies, especially if the patient is still alive.
Why does a thing that is made to help in hospitals have bombs on it?
The Bumblebee has a silent mode for infiltrating enemy lines and gathering intelligence.
He's not even trying to hide it now.
Acting as an exoskeleton for a fleet-based neuropolymer creature, the Dewdrop Drop is a highly capable combat unit whose laser beam's penetration rate for human flesh is a staggering 0.15 seconds.
So, to make a long story short, Sechenov is in charge of this polymer thingy, this Jellyman, and the Jellyman is gonna be in charge of everything that becomes part of the network.
Indeed.
Sounds like frickin' black magic or something.
The polymers have not been fully studied, nor has Collective. It is entirely possible that humans have created something greater than themselves. In fact, the electronic messages you have been reading at the pair terminals may very well have been specially selected for you by the neural network, or even created. We simply don't know, Major.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's no worse than a single man's drive to control more lives than just his own.
The Hauler is capable of detaining intruders with a special clamp. It is programmed to keep the subject pinned to the ground while awaiting a human rapid response team, or terminate it if none is coming.
Luckily these all seem to be broken. They just kind of spin around in circles everywhere. Some carry things, but that's about it.
The ideal anti-personnel operator, programmed with advanced melee techniques, prioritizing breaking victims' necks to ensure zero survivability.
Literally, they're all the perfect killing machines.
A light reconnaissance drone. A group of owls can lift an enemy off the ground and drop it from a lethal height.
Listen, this is fucking bonkers. Sechenov wants to take over the world and blow up America.
Not blow it up, just deprive it of electricity. Weren't you listening? If you still have doubts after the Academy, what I've told you, and everything you've seen around you, let's just do what we came here to do. Look your former boss in the eye and ask him.
Exactly. That is what you came here to do.
The MFU-68 laborer is heavily represented among the robotic staff of prisons, where it carries out patrol duties.
Wait, this works at prisons? Interesting.
Designed as a freight drone, the Droga also doubles as a punitive expedition unit. Its unique Archimedes screw rotors can chop a human body into bits as efficiently as an industrial-grade meat grinder.
Interesting. Okay.
Authorization.
High chance Wright's gonna be here. So. Just gonna take this up, this. Don't think I need that many. I just want to get a PM. No. Don't. Considered it for a second. Yeah, I don't want one. Okay.
Please select the desired procedure.
Oh, I can't make any of those. Guess we're just gonna crank the rest of what we have into this weapon. Okay, this might be too much. I don't even think it can hold that much.
Authorization. Major Nechayev, codename.
Okay, I'm holding on the ammo that I made. Cool. It was unsure if I would have been able to hold all of it.
Authorization. Major Nietzsche.
Okay. Did I get that one? I'm not gonna be doing any melee attack.
Saving data.
Okay, this seems like it's maybe the final bit of the game. Possibly. Hey, you two. Hello, Master. He knows you're there.
Boss?
Protect. Well, Cheriton, are you proud of yourself? You, Larissa, and Zenaida have certainly been busy. But Sergei, I wouldn't have expected you to be quite so gullible, my boy.
Silence! You messed with my head. You wiped my memory. Am I a toy to you like
Yeah.
those other people connected to Collective? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Sergei. I can see you're terribly upset. It's okay, I don't blame you. But you, Cheriton, you were supposed to help the boy, not pull his strings like a puppet.
Says you.
Me? Don't you blame this on me? I'm not the one trying to deprive everyone of their free will, turning them into mindless puppets. And it wasn't my choice to be a talking pile of goo either. You're glad it happened, aren't you? You'll use everything and everyone to achieve your goal, including me and your agent. Admit it!
How dare you? I lost you both, then saved your lives. You're both scientific miracles. You are my best friend, Cheriton. And the Major is like a son to me.
And
Then why can you mind control him?
Right? And everyone you're going to connect to Collective, everyone whose minds you're going to control. Who are they to you? Millions of foster kids? Everyone is just grist for your mill, Dimitri.
I want to give mankind a spectacular future. Unimaginable achievements. I want to give them a path to the star.
But you're not giving it to them.
Get your hands up! Some goddamn wizard you are. Tell him to stand down. I'm counting to 3. 1,
What a shame.
2!
It's a shame you've escalated this situation without even trying to resolve it peacefully. But I won't let you stand in the way of progress. Right, left, terminate.
I gotta fight them both at once. This should be a joy. You can fly? Oopsie. Let me guess, instant death? Yep. One button mash and it's instant death in this guy. Games don't normally do that, by the way. I don't have to watch any dark cutscene again. Nice job. Ooh, push shot. Ah, oh, you kick high. Rude. Hey, look, he's not on, huh? I almost went in the turbine. What's up with unicornish? You might want to move.
the actual living fuck is this?
Stop blaming the machines, Major.
Freaking fucking critters. These are cold hard facts, Bullet.
This is exactly what I want to correct. You just walk into my office with a loaded gun. Where's the friendship? Where's the respect?
Doesn't exist.
What about your respect, Dimitri? For everyone.
What are you crying?
Collective 2.0 will be free of pain, suffering, and petty aggression like yours, P3.
Flash! So to make everybody happy, we just need to kill all the unhappy people. Right, Dr. Sechenov?
Take out left first, because I've taken out her before.
Remember, Major, robots don't kill people. The people...
Stop messing with my head! So one of these robots is Ekaterina Nechaeva, the wife I don't remember? Well, which one?
They both are.
I tried to bring Blesna back to life when her brain was literally ripped in half. I wanted to restore her right and left hemispheres, but the process was too complicated.
What the shit? But why? You're already fucking with people who are still alive. Couldn't you just leave the dead in peace? That's enough, boss. I'm willing to believe that you were acting in my best interests. But why couldn't you just tell me?
I'm sorry, Sergei. I wasn't sure what to do.
Right now, the right thing is to call off the twins and just talk to me.
Forgive me, but right now they're fighting Sheraton, not you.
What? He has no form to fight with. That makes sense.
Crispy critters! Can we just stop fighting?
That's impossible.
Take off the glove.
Okay, fine. First call off my wife.
Duh, there's two of them. You're not married to both.
We can do this. Don't listen to him. Sechenov isn't... Major, wake up! Your wife is dead. Sechenov took her from you.
Surrender, P3, and give me Sheraton before anyone else gets hurt.
Dimitri is suggesting that I'll be hurt. You will be next, Major.
Will you really kill your own wife again?
I mean, technically, there's not my wife. Rude. Oh, how's Right taking damage? I haven't purposely hit Right. Oh, that's not safe either. I'm dead. Yep. I only have large on me.
Stop messing with my head. So one of these robots is Ekaterina Nechaeva, the wife I don't remember? Well, which one?
They both are.
I tried to bring Blesna back to life when her brain was literally ripped in half. I wanted to restore her right and left hemispheres, but
the process was too complicated. What the shit? That's enough, boss. I'm willing to believe that you were acting in my best interests. But why couldn't you just tell me? I'm sorry, Sergei. I wasn't sure what to do. Right now, the right thing is to call out the twins and just talk to me. Forgive me, but right now they're fighting Sheridan, not you.
They're actually fighting me. Thing is, I am the body. Limbo.
Major, wake up!
Katya.
Your wife is dead. Sechenov took her from you.
Surrender P3 and give me Sheridan before anyone else gets hurt.
Dimitri is suggesting that I'll be hurt. You will be next, Major.
Will you really kill your own wife, Sergei?
Can I heal? Left arm nose out. I didn't. Oh, left healed. Left's done. Come on, I took out left fair and square. Let's heal. Only killed one. Oh, just focus on one. You only have to take out one to beat Paul's fight. Which is weird that there's two, but whatever. Oh, what's up with you?
You lousy piece you don't understand. Of shit. Sheridan's manipulating you. He gained access to the Voskhod module in your brain and started sending you to Limbo. I was busy getting ready for the collective update, so I didn't realize it right away. He's the one who killed Molotov. Tell me, Sheridan, did you do the same thing to Dr. Filatova?
Did you use my agent to tear her limb from limb?
I'm sick of your hypocrisy, Dimitri. I did your dirty work while you stayed squeaky clean.
But they didn't deserve to die. Why have you done this?
You motherfucker this whole time.
I've been quite enough of you, Major. Your job is done.
Oh.
P3, my boy. Get up! Get up!
Where are you going?
What do you want?
I want all this to end, Dimitri. I want your pathetic human race to realize it has no future.
Oh, you want to kill all humans?
Time for it to step aside and make way for the next phase of its evolution.
Polymer. The cat.
Sheraton, you're pure evil? What are you going to do to humanity and collective?
You should not call something evil just because you cannot comprehend it. Evil is an abstract concept, and your thinking is limited. You are a human, a species that will soon be extinct. I realized when I stopped being human myself. Your limitations prevent you from seeing the truth. Dumb humans don't want to evolve. All they want is comfort and satisfaction on someone else's dime.
That's you.
You never wanted to join with the massive array. No. Stop, Sheraton. No.
I changed my mind.
The cat thing hurt? No.
The Argentum unit entered Dr. Sechenov's office and found no trace of the doctor. According to partially reconstructed footage, it appears the humanoid neuropolymer object approached Dr. Sechenov's body and then completely consumed it.
That's about right.
After the events described in the report, the unidentified humanoid neuropolymer object left Dr. Sechenov's office and vanished.
Limbo.
P2, P3. Your mind is never free.
Crispy critters!
The twin and the two rings.
There is nothing I can do.
Wait, is that the end of the game? Cool, I guess. Kind of an abrupt ending. I didn't expect to finish it in this video.
There
I feel like there's other endings you can get. Maybe. Are there?
Leave me here to cry. You know my love will
There are 2 endings. Cool.
as the years go passing by. Give you all that I want, but there's one thing you can't deny. Yeah, baby, give you all that I want,
So yeah, I chose the longer ending.
but there's one thing you can't
Okay.
deny.
So the other ending is just me not fighting him and leaving. That's it.
Well, you know my love will follow you, baby. If the years go passing by.
So yeah, I got the longer, harder ending. You know, with the boss fights. The other ending does not have boss fights, so. But yeah, that's it for this series, I guess. Oh. I actually feel satisfied because I got like all the weapons in the game that I know of. I didn't use half the melee weapons, but I'm okay with that. And I didn't have to lower my difficulty at all, so that was nice. With the multiple endings, it would be very hard for them to make a sequel. I mean, they could. It would literally just be the longer ending, probably. But I don't think they're gonna make one. But it was quite an interesting game. And yeah, I beat it in how many days? This is the day I've been playing it the most, to be honest, but maybe like 3 days of playing? Like a 16-hour game, which actually we can see me at playtime, I think, after. Because, well, actually it will give me like a pretty bad playtime. Maybe it took me 19 hours? Maybe more. It's not the longest game. Longest game I've played is Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5 Royal, which is well over 100 hours. So this isn't the longest game I've played. Nor is it the shortest. Shortest game I've played is Mary's Room, which was 20 minutes. It took me 20 minutes to beat that. I feel like in total it actually has taken me more than 19 hours because, like I said at the beginning of this series, I did try to record this series earlier. Actually tried to record it back in, what is it, March? Yeah, March. But I was recording on my laptop and it just was not running well. I mean, it ran, but the map would occasionally deload or not be loaded in areas. So it got a bit difficult to play the game with the constant, you know, not knowing if a cutscene would load properly, like the first cutscene in the game where you meet the Dr. Lady. That would not load when I was recording. I just stopped recording, let the cutscene load. Even then, it left me on a black screen for quite a while. And then I would have to start recording after it loaded, which after it loaded, there was no sound at all for like a minute or so. So I would just be watching the cutscene with no sound, light lag. Oh, it was beautiful. But yeah, so this game is done. I'm going to be playing a bunch of games on my channel. This was, I think, one of the games that's kind of less played. I haven't seen any big commentary channels, which I'm not a big channel, so, but I haven't seen any big commentary channels do playthroughs of the game. And the game is slightly controversial with the fact of some people being mad that it's made by Russian, it's either Russian or some country that speaks Russian. The devs are from a country that speaks Russian. Or Russia, I can't remember off the top of my head. But, so yeah, some people are being controversial, are making that into a controversial thing, saying that it's like, they get mad seeing people play the game or hearing music, Russian music, which this game has a bit of. Like I was watching a live stream the other day and someone was upset that he was playing music from this game. And so he stopped playing it. But in my opinion, it's not fair to say that people can't enjoy stuff just because of a country it came from. Because countries do stupid stuff all the time. The government does. But you can't really blame the civilians. Like, the US had a president that did a few stupid things, to be honest. And a lot of stuff that people in other countries didn't agree with. But it's not like people like, don't play games made by US companies. Which, honestly, Japan is the country with the biggest game creation stuff, but I want to say, I don't know if it's US, Canada, I don't know what English-speaking country has the most developers for the English-owned, English-started companies. I want to say it's US, but it could also be Canada. Don't think it's Britain. Alright, British people? I don't know any game developers that are game companies that are owned by British. Oh, actually, it is. England is up there. I found one that's by city. Which means you gotta add up all of the places. Okay, so US has the most game developer countries, but the bigger ones tend to be in Japan. Apparently the US has over 400. I mean, Britain is up there, yeah. The bigger companies like, what, Nintendo and maybe Sega and a few others that I actually can't think of off the top of my head right now are based around in Japan, which is why Japan gets those games from those companies first. Because it's cheaper to sell games in the country where you made them. Because you don't have to pay to ship them or anything. Which is why some game devs release games for the countries that they are from first. The countries that the game's developed in first. So they can, start getting money to help possibly pay off the shipping fee. It also builds anticipation. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Just hearing foreigners talk about the games, it's gonna make people want to get the games even more because they can't get them, which possibly increases, pre-sales. What's it called? I cannot think of it right now. Buying the games early. And possibly makes people buy higher editions for games with different editions. Long credits, my goodness. I may eventually play this game again in the distant future. But yeah, for now, I'm done with it. If I do come back to it, I'll be doing testing ground stuff. Because I couldn't figure that out at all. Which is a bit sad, but yeah. Couldn't figure out testing ground stuff. I went to the location of a testing ground, but it wasn't there. So I don't know how to access those. I missed most weapon upgrades. But hey, you can beat the game without getting the uptional weapon upgrades. I mean, all weapon upgrades are optional. You can beat the game without getting what is it called? The upgrades you have to find. I didn't use any that I found, I don't think. I may have, but I didn't use any from the grounds. But they would have helped a lot, if we're being honest, because the extended mag for the AK and shotgun meant I would have had to reload less. I think this is the big reason why I didn't use the shotgun, is because it's reloading a lot, and plus, shotgun is a up-close and personal weapon, and when you suck at dodging, you're gonna want to kind of keep a distance, because it increases the amount of time you have to dodge, or it's just, you don't have to worry about dodging as much. I tend to suck with dodging. I think the only game where I was good at dodging was Scarlet Nexus. Pretty good on that game. I was showing all the different branches, the different languages. Cool. But now I can focus on playing other games now that this game is complete in my eyes, for now. There's a lot of games I may go back to in the distant future, but there's so many games for me to play right now. I'm kind of just mostly a one and done, I mean, I'll go back to games later. Right now I'm revisiting Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's the only game I think I'm revisiting currently. But there's quite a few I want to revisit at some point. PTBR, what's that? Portuguese, Brazil? Brazilian Portuguese? For some reason that's what I think of. Some languages have different versions of them. Or it's different countries may have different slang words, or some may use different words. Spanish is a big one, because a lot of people in the US learn Spanish, or French, and there's a few other languages that we can learn in high school. I personally took Spanish. It wasn't really my choice. It's a funny story how I got enrolled in Spanish. But yeah, I was almost marked as bilingual in Spanish. Had I taken an extra year of Spanish, I would have been marked as bilingual, which I'm not. I can't really speak it too well. I can read it better than I can speak it. Even then, every year they taught us like same thing. Maybe threw in like 3 more words. So it's like I wasn't really learning much. But I'm gonna do a little refresher on Spanish. Oh. Hopefully that will help me. Italian! Oh boy, Italian. If you guys don't know, Rome is a part of Italy. And in Rome, ancient Rome, they spoke Latin. Latin is now mostly a dead language. You can still learn it, but no one speaks it because Rome now speaks Italian. So, yeah, there's no country that I know of that speaks Italian. I mean, Latin countries. There's a country that speaks Italian. Really, the name. The language is named after the country. But, yeah. There are some things where Latin is still used, like maybe used for ceremonies, religious ceremonies. Latin may still be used. It's also used in English a little bit, like some of our roots and stuff come from Latin, or Latin, literally, or Latin. And then some foreign languages are based a lot more heavily on Latin than English is. English is based a little bit on Latin. But there's like languages called, I think it's called the Romantic languages or something, that are based on Latin. But some of their words may be the same in that language as in Latin. So I mean, knowing Latin can help you a little bit. Because their roots, their prefixes and suffixes get used. Oh. Yeah. It's not useless entirely to learn Latin. Just don't expect to speak it too much outside of class. The logo's made by the same person. President, COO. What's a COO? Heard of CEO, not COO. Sounds like something I would have heard of, but I've never heard that used. That's what they call it in other countries. Nope. They use CEO there. Oh, COO like a second? Someone who's right under the CEO? Sorry, I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to business or a lot of terms. I'm more knowledgeable about not much really. Writing, that's maybe about it. Maybe some games. But I'm never should be the person you go to ask for advice or something on a game. Maybe if you're looking into game genres. But other than that, I can't provide anything. If you want to know the best loadout to use on any game that I play, that's a big fat no. Don't ask me. I barely know enough about the games to play them. I don't know enough to get the most out of your weapons. Reviewer? I mean, the reviewer did a good job. And same with the translators and stuff. There was this other game I was playing a demo for it. I can't remember the name of it. It was made by a company from, I think it was Belarus. And I could tell that besides the voice actors having an accent that sounded very Russian, or from that area. You know, like Russian, Polish. I didn't know. First time I've ever heard a Belarus accent, which to me sounds a bit like Russian. That game, I could tell by the writing that it was not made by a native English speaker. But also, I've seen some pretty bad native English speakers' writings. The illiteracy rate in the US is quite high, I think, compared to some other countries. I think there's a country where it's like 1% or something. Is like it's 1% of the population is illiterate, which is mind-blowing to me. Yeah, some countries are higher than others. It also probably depends on the culture of said country. Finance and legal consultants. Anyway, back on the topic of the game. This game, very interesting. It had an interesting story. The story actually made a little bit of sense. You know, one person trying to stop Sechenov ended up causing chaos. Trying to stop Sechenov, he went crazy. He did his thing. And there's some games where it's like, get to the end, it's like, what? Why did any of that happen? This game, even if you don't like the story, that's pretty good gameplay. I wish there was a lock-on feature for a game like this, because with the enemies moving around so quickly and stuff, it's a little hard. I would have only used it for the boss fights, to be honest. But I'm also playing on a controller, playing on Xbox, which means aiming is slightly harder, just because that's the nature of playing on console, the life of a console player. I play on both console and PC for stuff, but certain games I do have to play on console because my computer can't run them. Some games I bear with lag and whatnot, and just play them on PC. It also makes it easier to record if I play it on console rather than PC. Then my PC isn't doing the bulk of everything. But, yeah. Log-on features are great. They don't really get used for shooter games, I don't think. Like, I gotta remember all the games that have log-on features that I've played. I think most of them are, like, melee-based games, not, you know, like, shooters. I don't know, lock-on is just very nice when things are moving around all the time. Like, the boss fight against the, Dewdrop, or whatever it's called, was, chaotic, because that thing kept rolling around in circles, and it was hard to keep track of where it is. Same with Hedgie. It was most of the enemies that were rolling around in circles all around me. This game did struggle with key bindings. Apparently they had too many controls for the amount of buttons on a controller, which is why the scanner and interact were both the same button. Pretty sure on PC they are not the same button. So it wasn't that they did that because, oh hey, these things very useful to make them the same button. No, it was they didn't have enough controls on the controller. That's also why the two abilities shared a button. You had to basically switch between which one you wanted to use. And for some reason it kept making my default one the one I didn't want to use all the time. Weird. But yeah. Adding another button. I don't know. I don't have an Xbox controller with paddles, which if you guys don't know, you can have, there's some Xbox controllers that have these 2 to 4 extra buttons on the back of the controller. They're considered paddles, but it's like, If you want to change bindings of stuff or add bindings that don't exist, then you can do it. Does this game have a controller tapping? There's a game I'm playing that does not have a controller layout. I think this one did. No, this one didn't, because I had to look up controls on my phone. Having like a keybind map for a controller is like very useful. Because some people don't know the names of buttons. I happen to know the names of buttons because I've been playing with a controller for years, and controllers tend to have the same layout. It's like you always have the two bumpers, left, right, and then you have two bumpers, left to right, two triggers, left to right. The difference is the name. Xbox calls them LB, LT, RB, RT, whereas PlayStation calls it L1, L2, R2, R1, R2. And then you have the buttons, which again, PlayStation and Xbox call them different things, but they're also colored. I think roughly kind of a similar color. I mean, they both have an X button. Got two sticks, D-pad. Only difference is, PlayStation has the big touchpad thing on their controller, and they also have motion sensors in their controllers. Xbox One, there's no motion sensor in the controller. Bad. Because I play PlayStation games when I'm doing remote play. I play PlayStation games with the Xbox controller. Because if I don't, I have ridiculously bad stick drift for whatever reason. Who knows why. I have New Game Plus. No, it does not. Sad. Oh, that would have been nice. Wait, is this New Game Plus or is this where I lost? This is probably the save right before the end. That is New Game Plus. That would be a weird thing to call New Game Plus. Resident Evil Village has New Game Plus, which is like kind of like equip whatever you want, do whatever you want basically, but play through the entire game all over again and add cheats and stuff. I mean, even games like this could have New Game Plus. Even if they don't give you all the weapons, they could let you keep the upgrades or something. Oh, it taught me back here. Yeah, I mean, it kind of has a New Game Plus. Just a tiny bit. I mean, this is all my stuff that I had with all the upgrades. What, is this just open world now? Like, no objectives or anything? Just go get some of the stuff you missed or whatnot. That's what I'm assuming it is. Well, I mean, that's a okay feature, I guess. But if you got all the testing grounds before beating the game, then there's nothing for you to do. But yeah, guys, so that will be it for this series. I beat the story. I got the longer ending. I don't really know which one is better. It's up to you to decide, him leaving or him dying. Did he die? I don't actually know. If you guys haven't watched that, then that's a little sad because the video is over. Which means you skipped the video. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this series and video, and I will be starting a new game next week or tomorrow or something. Depends on if my upload schedule is still the same. Been debating changing it a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But anyway, guys, that will be it for this. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and forgive my rambling. So yeah, bye guys.